Welcome to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbee. I would like to encourage everyone on my Facebook friends list, everyone in my social groups, and all of my listeners from around the globe. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube page, and share this video podcast on all social media sites you are on, such as Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn, ladies and gentlemen. This video podcast is available in three forms: audio, video, and as a written text in order for us to reach our audience. I am the founder and president of GRACAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast is our black media component. For those of you who don't know me, then get to know me by purchasing and reading my story. Quote, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America, 2nd edition. It's available as an ebook for $9.99 or as a paperback for $15 plus shipping and handling. I provide the link to my Amazon author page in the comment section below this video podcast. After you have read my story, and if you agree with my vision and plan to improve Black America, specifically Black Chicago, then make arrangements with me to come on this platform, get on camera, and let's talk about it. And encourage others to get involved with our cause and back this film project. We have upgraded our platform by moving from an audio podcast to a video podcast using StreamYard. We want to interact with our audience in real time through Facebook Messenger during our live stream. I created GRACAM in order to connect with other like-minded Black Americans, like-minded African immigrants within the United States of America, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, and Afro-Brazilians, as well as continental Africans. I encourage everyone on my Facebook page, everyone in my social groups who are Black entrepreneurs, African entrepreneurs, Black artists, African artists, Black authors, African authors, musicians, poets, community advocates, and spiritual leaders to make arrangements with me to come on this platform so that you can promote your products and services or share a 30-minute sermon with my listeners from the global community. We want to grow this platform for the global African community throughout the diaspora. For 33 years, Black Americans have taken me as a joke, specifically Black Chicagoans. They have rejected and overlooked my vision and plan to help improve Black America. All I have is my revised book, my virtual store, my online groups, and this platform. My film project is my last attempt to try to do something positive for my racial group, Black Americans, before I cut and run to the African continent. I am seeking those of you from Black America, like-minded Black Americans that are brave enough, smart enough. Make yourself known to me. Work with me while I am alive. Don't wait until I am dead. Same thing for African immigrants here in the United States of America. Work with me while I am alive. Don't wait until I am dead. This is why I'm reaching out to African immigrants in America to help speed up the process. I encourage African immigrants in America from the following African nations: South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, Angola, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria. Please purchase my revised book, either the ebook or the paperback, and read my story. If you agree with my vision and plan to help improve Black America, then make arrangements with me to come on this platform and let's talk about it. And also let's encourage others to back this film project. Share my information with all your friends, including your non-black friends. This will help speed up the process. Our aim is to raise $250,000. We are using crowdfunding. We have a GoFundMe page, and we also have a PayPal page. If you are U.S. citizens, then I recommend that you use our PayPal page as a tax write-off, because this is a legitimate 501c3 nonprofit, faith-based, and community advocacy organization. In my Christian business, we will raise the bar in Black America. We will separate ourselves from con artists, the Black Boule, degenerates, Democratic shills, hardened criminals, pedophiles, off-code Negroes, and urban terrorists. Those who reject my vision and plan will not be part of my Christian business, because this will be membership-based. We will pray for them, show them tough love, and keep it moving. The question at hand: how long will it take for us to get this film project fully funded and made? Again, the answer is it's up to the Black grassroots and the global African family, because this is not my burden alone. This is a shared burden. We encourage non-Black sympathizers to patronize our film project, but it's Black Americans and African immigrants who are GERCAM members' responsibility to build it and to own it. I try to host my show every week in order to engage people on my friends list and people in my social groups until I am able to get my film project fully funded and made. And once the proceeds from the film starts coming in, then I will be in a better position financially to purchase property in Chicago, buy office equipment, hire qualified Black middle-class professionals and African immigrants within the United States of America to work with me in building my Christian business, GERCAI of Chicago, which is the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago, for credibility before I cut and run to Africa. I refuse to be ignored. Again, this is why I created this platform. This is why I do video podcasts, because I want to be heard loud and clear, especially throughout the Black world. Those of you who will work with me and Sister Renee as it pertains to this film project will go down in history with us. Lord knows I would like to do more than just news and social commentaries. But at this point, I'm on a shoestring budget. All of my funds go towards bill, food, and rent. Without financial support from the Black grassroots and the global African family, then I am unable to do my God-given assignment, and that is to build the best African American business within the United States of America. This is a Nehemiah assignment. I do not operate like the next Black man. I have my own style and way of doing things. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me, because I respect everybody. Those who reject my plan for the past 33 years will not be part of my Christian business, again, because it's membership-based. The sooner we get this film project fully funded and made and established in America, specifically Chicago, Illinois, the sooner I can turn the business over and expand it to the African continent. Upcoming events. Saturday, December 7th, our guest speaker will be Apostle Wilson from Kenya. Wednesday, December 11th, we will have guest speaker Pastor Angela Davis from Chicago. Saturday, December 14th, we will have guest speaker Evangelist Dr. Amanda Matthews from Arkansas. Sunday, December 15th, we will have guest speaker Coach Sarah from Nigeria. And Friday, December 20th, we will have guest speaker Apostle Carla Harrell from North Carolina. Instructions on how to participate on the show. First, watch my video presentation. This is called Side A. After I finish my presentation, then I will open up the phone lines through YouTube and drop a link to StreamYard Studio so that you can interact with me in real time on camera. This is called Side B. The title of this presentation, Black Women Talking About Delineating from Other Groups and Democrats Prioritizing Illegal Immigration over American Safety. Our first topic, Black women talking about delineating from other groups. I believe that America is not ready for a woman president. I also believe that the Obama and the Hollywood elites plan on changing America's gender identity. They're the ones who rule the political party. It's not about politics. It's about money. They're hiding behind a political party to force an agenda on the American people. The Democrats of the working class used to be the party that protected the borders because that was a threat to the American working class. But today, the Democrats are the party of open borders and illegal immigration. They don't care about the working class anymore. This is the day of reckoning. Let me put you on game, Black America. There's an internal conflict between the globalist, white supremacist financial elites, which is the Democrats, and the national white supremacist financial elites, which is the Republicans. Do you think they forgot about the riots of 2020? White Americans are not going to hand over this country to illegal immigrants. It's not going to happen without a fight. So this could lead to another civil war. The reason why the globalist white supremacist financial elites want to flood America with illegal immigrants from South America or Latin America is to target urban cities with a large black population. Their plan is to dump them into the African American community so that they can compete against Black Americans over resources and keep our focus from the white supremacist financial elites and focus on, the direct threat, which is illegal immigrants. Their goal is to move Black Americans out of the urban cities by gentrifying the African American communities left and right, then jacking up the property taxes so that Black Americans can't afford to live there any longer. If Black Americans fail to confront this slave mentality, which is the Willie Lynch mentality, then our days in America is numbered. For 33 years, I have been warning Black Americans, specifically Black Chicagoans, but I am unable to reach them. I hate to see my racial group get destroyed because we fail to separate ourselves from the enemy within who looks just like us but are in the pockets of the white supremacist financial elites and in cahoots to mislead Black Americans down the wrong path. It's unfortunate that Black women are on the wrong side of history as it pertains to Kamala Harris. When most Black Americans talk about defunding the police, Black Americans in some of these high crime areas are like, are you kidding me? Because they know as soon as the police leave, the criminal element, which is urban terrorists, will take over and run rampant, especially in places like New York City and Chicago. Trump got 25% of the black male vote and another 30% stayed home. 2/3 of black men supported Donald Trump in some ways. That's what shifted the electorate college in this election. The Democrats got to ask themselves why, because the Democrats have no place for black heterosexual males. The reason why the globalist, white supremacist financial elites want to impose LGBT on Africa is to slow down the birth rate of black babies or African babies. In contrast, Europe's fertility crisis, their birth rates are falling, and that's a problem for these white supremacists. To learn more about the hidden agenda about the birth rate issue, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast. Click on the link, then scroll down to show and prove. There were no agenda for the labor class, and their agenda was the right to have an abortion. The traditional left is committing political suicide at this point. Black men and black women sent a message to the Democrats that in 2028, they can't ignore us anymore. I believe the Democrats will try to win over the Latino vote, especially Latino men. Democrats are admitting how they lost the male vote, and they are saying things like toxic masculinity. Then they are telling men the reason why we should vote for them or the Democrats is because of women's rights and women issues. Trump couldn't have won without the black vote. That's why push a large percentage of white Americans to vote for him. What I admire about white America is that they are on code with one another. They have private businesses, grassroots organizations, and mega corporations all together to get legislation passed for their agenda. I am not running for public office. I am just trying to find and recruit brave and smart, like-minded black Americans, brave and smart, like-minded African immigrants within the United States of America who so happen to come across this video podcast. I encourage you to please read my story. All I have is my revised book and my virtual store. Read the book first. Again, I'm calling upon all GRCAM members worldwide, because I've been online for the past 33 years. Help me move my organization from behind a computer. What you need to do is, I encourage everyone to download my ebook. It's $9.99. That's right there alone. That would help, hopefully help get that book to be on that bestsellers list, so that way people can take our cause serious, especially the black world. That's all I'm saying. I want black middle-class professionals, black entrepreneurs, and black Americans who are standing on business like me to make yourself known. Likewise, I want like-minded African immigrants within the United States. I would say African entrepreneurs who are standing on business like me. Make yourself known to me so we can get this thing popping. GRCAM Chicago will take the lead and make our presence known in 10 African nations, so help me God. But we're going to get it popping here in America first, specifically Chicago. This is what my docudrama would be about, my experience trying to get my Christian business up and running for the past 33 years. Black Americans are not organized, and this hurts our youth and all of the great things our ancestors have done in America. Instead, we give all our energy to help the Democrats. Joe Biden already told Black America what their agenda is, and that is LGBT and immigration. Well, Black Americans continue to vote for them. That's the issue we don't discuss. Black political parties. The Black Panther Party was supposed to be that political party, but the white supremacist financial elites felt threatened because, according to the Willie Lynch letter, their goal is to keep Black Americans dependent on them, the white supremacist financial elites. The mainstream media portrayed Huey Newton as a gun-toting lunatic in order to discredit his purpose for creating the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party made a very big mistake by not vetting everyone, because they thought that all melanated people were on the same page, and clearly that's not the case, because it was a FBI agent, and I think, he wasn't paid much money. He was paid, I guess, less than $1,000 to sell out Fred Hampton. So, that took place. The FBI sabotaged the party with an illegal and covert intelligence program. That's COINTELPRO of surveillance, infiltration, perjury, and police harassment, all designed to undermine and criminalize the party. To learn more about the Black Panther Party, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast. Click on the link and scroll down to show and prove. The Black Panther Party wanted to organize young Black Americans, but all the mainstream media did was focus on the guns and the manifesto of the Black Panther Party. They tried to stop police brutality within the African American community. They were also known for feeding Black children. Then the U.S. government started implementing a nationwide free breakfast program for children who attended public schools. Basically, they copycat, or got their ideas from the Black Panther Party and didn't want to give them credit for that. The white supremacist financial elites did not want the Black Panther Party to have political power. That was what they feared. Black women are starting to get behind the brothers, and that's a good thing. Since the election, Black women are saying they're stepping, according to the Associated Press, entitled, quote, feeling portrayed by increased minority support for Trump. Black women say they're stepping back, unquote, after Trump was declared the winner over Kamala Harris. Many politically engaged Black women said they were so dismayed by the outcome. Black women are starting to prioritize themselves for giving so much to a political party that has shown its indifference to their concerns. There was a survey of 120,000 voters. 6 in 10 Black women said the future democracy in the United States was the single most important factor for their vote this year. It's higher than any other demographic group, but now with Trump set to return to the White House, some Black women are renewing calls to focus on mental health and becoming selective about what they're fighting for. America has to save herself. It took this election to finally wake up Black women. I have been telling females, members of the CAM, not to become a martyr to a nation that cares nothing about Black Americans. So this election in 2024 is what it took to wake up our sisters Ladies and gentlemen, we get more done when we work together for our community and for our people. There was a time in the United States of America, the police weren't wearing any type of body cam. It was black Americans who fought to get those body cameras on police officers. Those body cameras allowed us to see what's happening in real time after the death of a suspect. In 2019, the Democrats pretended that they were going to give black Americans a George Floyd bill and remove qualified immunity off the books. But once they got into office, they failed to pass the George Floyd bill. But both Democrats and Republicans passed the anti-Asian hate crime bill. So see, that's a perfect example how these politicians, they can get on code and help other groups, but can continue to give black Americans excuses, what they can't do. We need to stop worrying about all this calamity with America. Life is too short to be dealing with unnecessary drama. In Chicago, our members will heal from the scars of slavery and from colonization, so that we can stop passing down all this dysfunctional behavior to the next generation. We have done enough for this country. It's time that we focus on putting our interests first and putting out the fire in our house before we run and rescue someone else's house that's on fire. In Chicago, we will teach our members about financial literacy and practice group economics. Black Americans keep prioritizing all these other businesses, but these other groups are not patronizing our businesses, and that's the problem I have with multiculturalism. It's time that we strategize and fix our own issues in our communities for a change. We've been focused on America and trying to save democracy. Don't pout about the election, my sisters. It's over. Like y'all said, America has spoken. We can now get back to work, working on solving our own issues at the grassroots level. And I talked about this article before from Fortune magazine entitled, quote, "A Zoom call of 44,000 black women raised $1.5 million for Kamala Harris in 3 hours. We were ready," unquote. To read the full article, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast and click on the link, then scroll down to show and prove. Black women raised $1.5 million within 3 hours for Kamala Harris, a woman who has been in office for 4 years and done nothing for the African American community. And again, that's like a slap in my face. 33 years I've been trying to get this thing moving, and I'm still on first base. But this is how come I created this platform, because I refuse to be ignored. I'm trying to connect with other like-minded black Americans and like-minded African immigrants to work with me to put my ideas into action so I can do my job. I have been doing my best to raise funds for our film project since, I'm going to say, January of this year. And out of 2,000 people on my former Facebook page, or which was my main Facebook page, only one person has donated to the film project. And so I'm not going to stress myself. You know, bottom line, God give us free will. But again, if it was up to me, everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups would back up 100% this Christian business that I'm trying to get off the ground. Back up this film project that I'm trying to get popping. And I believe that my Christian business would have been up and running in at least 25 cities in America and in at least 10 African nations by now. Because it don't take no 33 years to start a business. But again, y'all, this is spiritual warfare in real time. In Greater Chicago, we will teach our members and students to prioritize each other. We have a bright future ahead, Black America. But it's going to take Black Americans and African immigrants to do it. Nobody else is going to come help us. What I am doing on this platform is for Black America and the diaspora. Please leave a public comment about the topic in the comment section below this video podcast and share it with your friends on all social media sites you are on. This will help get the ball rolling. Our second topic, Democrats prioritizing illegal immigrants over American safety. The Democrats want to stop Trump from deporting illegal immigrants, but deny descendants of American slaves/freemen an anti-Black hate crime bill, as well as our reparations. The Democrats want to defend illegal immigration. They want to stand in the way of Donald Trump mass deportation. The question at hand, what are sanctuary cities? According to the Urban Dictionary, a sanctuary city is a place where illegal immigrants can go so they can be safe from deportation, jail time for crimes, and they can get jobs without being asked for legality of citizenship or jurisdiction that adopts policies or practices to limit its cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. These policies are typically designed to protect undocumented immigrants from deportation or detainment based on their immigration status. Sanctuary cities aim to foster trust between immigrant communities and local law enforcement, ensuring that immigrants feel safe reporting crimes or accessing public services without fear of deportation. Key features of sanctuary cities: 1. Non-cooperation with ICE. These cities may choose not to honor federal immigration detainer requests, which are requests to hold individuals in custody beyond their release date. For immigration authorities, 2 factors on local law enforcement. Sanctuary cities prioritize local policies and do not use resources to enforce federal immigration laws. 3 policies through legislation or executive order. The sanctuary destination can be formalized by a city council ordinance, executive order, or informal practices. Examples of sanctuary cities in the U.S. include New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle. Supporters argue that sanctuary policies improve public safety and community relations as they encourage undocumented residents to cooperate with local law enforcement without fear of deportation. On the other hand, critics claim that these policies can hinder federal immigration enforcement and may lead to increased crime or harboring of individuals with criminal records. Sanctuary cities are meant to protect illegal immigrants, while Black American citizens have no protection, which is, again, a form of discrimination, form of double standards. All these Democrat-ran cities like New York City and Chicago are protecting illegal immigrants from deportation, but they never protect descendants of American slaves/freemen from mass incarceration or police brutality in these Democrat-ran cities. You understand? I have receipts to back up my claim. For example, I found an article from NPR entitled, quote, Trump's deportation vows alarm. Texas construction industry, unquote. To read the full article, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast. Click on the link and scroll down to show and prove. According to this article, President-elect Donald Trump plans on keeping his campaign pledge to deport millions of undocumented immigrants in his second term. It has raised concern among business people who claim that mass deportation could hurt some of the state's major industries that rely on undocumented labor, like the construction industry. Basically, the white supremacist financial elites prefer illegal immigrants because they don't have to pay them as much as they pay American citizens. They claim it would devastate the construction industry and they wouldn't be able to finish our highways and our schools. Those are just weak excuses. I believe these companies that hire these illegal immigrants should be arrested because it's illegal to hire migrants that don't have a green card. Despite Republicans' tough talk on immigration status, more than 500,000 immigrants work in the construction industry, according to a report by the American Immigration Council. Back in the day, it was black men who worked those construction jobs. During the 80s, the white supremacist financial elites created NAFTA, which is the North American Free Trade Agreement, in order to outsource American manufacturing jobs to Mexico and China for cheap labor. These illegal immigrants are doing horrible work. Just watch a few videos on TikTok about new homes that's being built by unqualified people. Once Trump starts removing these illegal immigrants, then the brothers can reclaim those construction jobs once again. That's a win-win for Black America and the American economy. I remember when Black American men were doing all those jobs. These are the black jobs that we need to feed our families. As long as they have a green card, then bring all the immigrants you want to bring. They have a legal right to work in America. I found another article from the Guardian entitled, quote, Texas offers thousands of acres to Trump for deportation, unquote. To read the full article, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast. Click on the link and scroll down to show and prove. From my understanding, the land commissioner says the state is ready to allow a facility for processing detention and coordination for deportation. That is what the American people voted for, mass deportation. These mega corporations are whining and crying because they cannot get a free ride any longer off the illegal immigrants. There are Republicans that are business owners who are taking advantage of illegal immigration as well. I found an article from Fox News entitled, quote, Denver mayor says he's prepared to go to jail over opposition to Trump's deportation of illegal immigrants, unquote. To read the full article, just go to my Medium transcript located in the comment section below this video podcast. Click on the link and scroll down to show and prove. Family, tell me, when have you ever seen a Democrat mayor saying publicly they're willing to go to jail to stop mass incarceration of Black Americans? The mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois also want to stop the federal government from doing what they are supposed to do. Get rid of illegal immigrants. The supremacy clause in the Constitution says that the federal law overrides state law, and they can lock both of them up for obstruction of justice. I think Trump should put those Democrat mayors and Democrat governors in jail who tries to prevent ICE from doing their job to rid people who are illegal and lack a green card. But once again, where is these same Democrat mayors against mass incarceration of black Americans? They're going to try to come around us in 2026 begging you for your vote during midterm elections. I believe we should be independent and focus on our interests just like everyone else. Immigration is not our issue. The white supremacist financial elites want us to use all that illegal immigration labor from Latin America or South America to undermine us. A lot of these major corporations benefit off of illegal immigration. They want our black youth in prison because you become a slave of the state under the 13th Amendment. These illegal immigrants are breaking state and federal laws, but these Democrats are sitting up here advocating the breaking of American federal law, but they never advocate for black Americans, and that's a doggone shame. But I'm sharing these articles with you to show it to you in real time. I found an article in the Tallahassee Democrat entitled, quote, Trump deportation plan could target as many as 1.1 million people in Florida, unquote. According to the article, about 5% of Florida's population, 1.1 million residents, are living there without permission. The article goes on to say deportation impacts the communities, families, the workplace, and the state of Florida. I have no sympathy because when white America used SWAT teams to raid the African American community during the crack epidemic, tell me, who had sympathy for us? There was a lot of black men and black women separated from their families during mass incarceration. When white America talk about the meth issue, then it is viewed as a medical issue. But when black Americans talk about the crack issue, it is viewed as a criminal issue. These people choose to come over here and break state and federal law. The Congressional Black Caucus claimed President Trump's mass deportation is a black problem and black Americans should care about the issue. Many Congressional Black Caucus members are from foreign backgrounds. Congressional Black Caucus members who are Afro-Caribbean for the most part, and some of them are from the African continent. They get into these positions and start focusing on Afro-Caribbean issues or African issues instead of black American issues. Not a good look. It's time for us to hold them accountable by writing down their names during these next 2 years for those who are pro-immigration and not pro-black America. We got to let these black politicians lose their seats by voting against them. We got to get them out of office to set a precedence. Black Americans have done a lot for all these other groups. They have never returned the favor. Today is a new day. Just like Brother Tariq Nasheed, founder of FBA, Foundational Black Americans, who called for the delineation of these other groups. GCAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement, also calls out the separation among the enemy within. Those are our domestic coons. con artists, off-code Negroes, urban terrorists, the Black Boule, and Democratic shields. We have a lot of problems in the African American community that needs to be solved. We're focusing on everybody else's problem and not solving our own problems, and that's why our house is out of order. I am here to help put those of you who are serious about improving Black America. I'm here to work with you, to work with me. I'm telling y'all, Trump is gonna have them crying, and they're gonna try to get you all to fight for them. We welcome Trump's mass deportation of illegal immigration because that means Black men can get those construction jobs and other jobs. If Trump can fix the economy, that's a good thing for Black America. If other groups want to protest about what's happening to the migrants, it's not going to be us. We can't stand with people who are breaking the law. Nobody appreciates Black America's fight, so we should just fight for our cause. It's time to rise in Black America, Africa, Brazil, and in the Caribbean. Let's GCAM members come forth so that we can build GCAM Chicago for our children because they deserve it. Please leave a public comment about the topic in the comment section below this video podcast and share with your friends on all social media sites you are on. This will help get the ball rolling. Thank y'all for listening. We greatly appreciate it. Put me on blast by telling all your friends and family to watch our content on our YouTube page. I'm going to send a challenge out to everybody that's listening to this video podcast. I need you all to support our film project so that we can move beyond cyberspace and get our story on the big screen, to let the Black world know who we are and what we're trying to do for our people that's trapped in American ghettos, starting in Chicago. Hood Liberator, made in Chicago, the war against Willie Lynch begins. You can be a part of this historic docudrama by contributing to our campaign either on our GoFundMe page or on our PayPal page, which will help fund marketing, promotion, clearance, legal, and general expenses. I would like to thank everyone who have contributed or will contribute to support our film project on our GoFundMe page or on If you are a U.S. citizen, then you can use our PayPal page as a tax write-off because this is a legitimate 501c3 nonprofit faith-based and community advocacy organization. You can also purchase items from our virtual store or purchase my revised book. The ebook is $9.99 or the paperback is $15 plus shipping and handling. We appreciate your support. You can find all the links below this video podcast in the comments section. Thank you for watching our YouTube live or the replay. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. I want to thank all of you for listening to our audio podcast on Spotify. If you are new to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast, welcome to our safe space where we discuss Black issues. We do this every week. Please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join us each and every time that we're here. This will conclude our video podcast for today. We will see you on the next episode. Peace and blessings.